This is General Wesley Clark, and right after 9/11, he got the plan they had already cooked up before 9/11 that they were going to use 9/11 as the excuse to go do, and we only have one country left. Here it is.
Right after 9/11, about 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld and Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz. I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who used to work for me, and one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, No. He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, he said, I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
So the last one on the list is Iran, and that's the one that Benjamin Netanyahu is going to get us into that war by hook or by crook.
It sounds, the way he said it, it sounds almost like they needed a terror attack to happen.
It's almost
and
like
they always need terrorists, and they never want them to go away.
That's why we invented Al-Qaeda, and I'm not making that up. Hillary Clinton is the one who said that we invented Al-Qaeda, and now Al-Qaeda is running Syria for us. We were working with Al-Qaeda in Syria, and now the head of Al-Qaeda is now the head of Syria, and he doesn't wear his jihad costume anymore, and he wears a blue suit, and he doesn't call himself Jelani anymore. He calls himself, "I'm not a terrorist."